Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview. April 21st on a Tuesday in the year of 2015. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Bright blue sunny skies and white sandy beaches, and it is hot. And I'm telling you, hot. Very hot. Yeah, lots of air conditioning in the last 2 days. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, got a lot to talk to you about, a little bit of news, a little bit of data, and 6 currency pairs to go over. A little challenging today. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilda. I'm your moderator through the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in 2006, 2008. I retired as a fire rescue person out of the great state of Florida. 9 days later, got on the big plane to take a 3-month holiday in Thailand. Well, traders, it's 2015, and I'm still here. Traders, I do trade the Forex market every single trading day. I listen to it fundamentally, technically. I'm always watching, and I'm looking for opportunities and probabilities on my side to win some trades. And no, I do not win every single trade. In fact, last week I took 2 losses. That's just the way the business works. You do take losses. All right, that's just a little bit about myself. Let's get over to the legal stuff. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risk and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most of all, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's get over to the indices and let's talk about what happened at the close after New York. The Dow closed up 1.17%. The S&P 500 was up 0.92%, and the Nasdaq was up 1.27%, with the Russell 2000 up 1.04%. Going over to the Eurozone, the DAX closed up 1.74%. The FTSE was up 0.82%, and the CAC 40 was up 0.86%, with the Eurostoxx 50 up 1.20%. Lots of green, I would say. Traders, let's move on over to Asia, and these countries are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is currently up at 0.90%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is currently up at 0.62%, with the Shanghai in the red at negative 0.33%, with the Hang Seng up 1.61%, and the Kospi, my friends, is barely in the red at negative 0.07%. So let's take a look at our calendar today. We had some RBA, Royal Bank of Australia, meeting minutes came out in the Asia session earlier today. Nothing was going on. I was on the charts. I was actually in a live trading room, and there was no effect at all. The charts barely moved. Our high impact event for the Eurozone is German Zoo Economic Sentiment is in the London session. And traders, that is it. So not a lot of data today coming out. So just keep an eye on that. So that shouldn't affect our trading too much. However, that German Zoo will affect your trading. So if you're in the Euro, make sure you pay attention to that, because that will definitely be an eye-opener as we move forward. All right. Let's think about commentary. Yesterday was not a bad day, believe it or not. I did not take any live trades yesterday. I was looking and just didn't find any. And what happened was, late in New York, as you'll see on the charts, New York really moved the market, and most of these pairs moved in New York. Today is a very challenging day in trading. You're going to see some of these charts, and there's going to be some hard decisions you're going to have to make today, whether to get in or sit back and wait. Some of these charts have 2 entries and all that good stuff. So, yep, 60-minute Forex charts. So let's get started. And the first one we're going to talk about is, as usual, the euro dollar. Here's the euro dollar. As you can see, price is above the 200 exponential moving average. I put this 5-point trend line on there. So basically, all we want to do is get below that trend line at 1.0690. Why did I pick that level? Because I wanted to make sure that the euro dollar didn't want to come back up into the 200 exponential moving average. I wanted to make sure that we were safe in our trade. However, if you choose to be a little risky, once it closes below the 200 and you want to pull the trigger to the short side, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I would just watch that 200 exponential moving average and price action as your day goes forward. And our take profit area is 1.0598. This is really a nice trade if it works. There's a couple of areas where we're going to get some bumps in the road, but I think this is a pretty decent trade. And just watch your dollar-yen chart and watch your dollar strength. All right, let's move over to our pound dollar. This is one that is difficult. I'm not sure what this is going to do, traders. This is really, the daily chart is bearish. We know that. It's an ugly bearish, but it's bearish. And we're in a 90 pip range. And we're at the bottom of a 90 pip range. And we're at the bottom of a 90 pip range for about 12 hours now, which means that all of New York, we stayed right at the bottom of this range. So we have two options. We can wait till this comes back up to resistance at 1.4974 and short it, or wait till it clears the 200 exponential moving average at 1.4849. Either way, you're not losing pips, but you're giving up pips to make sure that your entry is safe. And that is something that you're just going to have to make a decision on. This is one of these pairs that I said was going to be a little complicated. Well, this is one of them. If you are proficient and you like counter trend trading, there's nothing wrong if you get a bullish engulfing candle back to the upside to the top of the range. Remember, this is a 90 pip range, so you got plenty of pips here to get break even and make some profit. So you can counter trend trade this to the upside if you wish to do that. Let's move on over to our other friend, which is the Aussie dollar. Here's another one. The Aussie minutes came out, really didn't do anything with any candle movement or anything like that, so didn't even affect us at all. This is a pretty easy trade plan. We're bearish in the Aussie. I don't want to buy the Aussie dollar. I want a nice clean move below the 200 exponential moving average. If you look left of the chart, you'll see there's a spot there. That's going to be some support, and that's why I picked the entry level at 0.7677, and at about 0.7589, 95, 93, somewhere in there, we want to take profit. Very nice trade plan. If the Aussie goes short, and we get some dollar strength and we get some moves here, I think we're going to be fine. It's pretty much a technical day today. We really only have that German zoo data coming out. There's nothing in New York. So if we can get this trade triggered, I think we have a good shot at making some really nice pips today in the Aussie dollar. On the other hand, traders, this can do the exact reverse, and this can just bounce off this 200 exponential moving average and head back up. That's a very probable possibility. Welcome to Forex trading. But I stay with my bias, and my bias is this pair is bearish. Let's go over to the Euro Aussie. This is another one that is just so difficult. The daily chart it's bearish, it's ugly. I don't know what this big blue candle must have been a news event in the U.S. session, and now we're stuck here at this 200 exponential moving average, which the personality of this Euro Aussie pair is it likes the 200 exponential moving average, and it can sit here for hours and just sit here and just sit here and just sit here, right? So what I did was I put a support there below the 200 exponential moving average. And we want to sell this at like 1.3870. I wouldn't want to be selling this now. I wouldn't even sell it if it closed below the 200 because this thing will fly back up on you in a heartbeat. I want to make sure that this is obligated to go down to our 1.3800 area, which is a great place to take profit. I would do it at about 38.10 or 38.15, being that 3800 is a psychological area. And we have closed the gap. So the gap has been filled, and now we just have to see what it is. But the Euro Aussie, as you know, is bearish. All right, let's head over to the Euro Yen. This pair just likes to drive me a little bit crazy. If you look left of the chart from the last candle, what do you see? I see a lot of ugliness is what I see. There's a lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot of support and resistance levels. There's a lot of issues here. This is not going to be an easy trade if you're trading the Euro Yen. So I want to get below the 200 exponential moving average, and we're looking at like 127.83 in that area. Even if you got to 90, that's fine too, and sell this. We want to take this to the downside. And just look at that support area that I marked off where we're going to take profit at 127.34. I mean, this is a good trade. This is a 50 pip trade if we can get in it and it works. The problem is I don't like what I see left of the chart of the current candle. This just is really not, there's no wide open space. There's nothing clear here. And it's just been all over the place. A lot of these candles got wicks on them. We've got a lot of indecision candles. Then you got a decision candle. So just be really careful with this Euro Yen trade as we move forward. Remember, the yen, we're expecting they're going to put some stimulus into their economy, and they're gonna do something pretty soon here. And they never tell you, and they never give you advance warning, but it's coming. So just keep your eyes on your economic calendar, or if you have a live feed where your data comes out during the day, make sure you're listening today. All right, let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. The New Zealand dollar has really been sort of like lackluster, if I can use that word. Just moseying around here. There's a lot of pips there. Remember, each one of these candles is an hour, but most of these candles are kind of small. This is a 5-touch trend line, 4-touch trend line. You can take this trade at the break of the trend line. I don't think that's a bad entry. It's an aggressive entry at 0.7635. I prefer to wait for it to break through that 200 exponential moving average, and I'll take it at 0.7574. And I've got a pretty clear-cut, wide open space to the downside. You can see where, if you look left of the chart, we do have some support. But I think it's a pretty good trade. I think either entry you'll be fine. We just need this to convince us that this wants to go down. The other issue with the New Zealand dollar is it likes hanging out at the 200 exponential moving average. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me today for the market opening preview on a Tuesday. Traders, I wish you the best of luck. Please follow your trade plan. That is the key for today, is follow your trade plan and discipline. If the trade doesn't come to you, you know what? Don't trade it. There's always another trade around the corner. Traders, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Have a great trading day, and we will catch you next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.